Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, this thing right here.
This thing is getting supercharged next week.
Supercharged.
Supercharged.
And it is not for sale.
What is do with these shoes?
Oh yeah.
You should own this.
I'm just thinking about buying it.
Yeah, this thing is fire.
What is happening, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to yet again another video with your boy Thick Whips. We are in, well, this is gonna be one of the most biased reviews ever. Well, we are in a beautiful 1995 E36 M3 in Hell Rot Red. This actually had the same tan interior that my car, my E36 M3 had, but in much better condition. This is definitely going to be one of the better examples of a good conditioned E36 M3. This thing is flawless. The exterior, the interior is in very, very fine condition. Now you can definitely tell that it's an older car, and that's just the way it is with all of these older cars. You're not going to really find one that feels new because, well, it's not a new car. Clutch feels great. He definitely changed out the clutch in this thing. He's got a tune on it, headers, exhaust, and I think that's it. For the most part, it's pretty stock, but it drives so good. So Caesar actually daily drives this car. He owns the dealership. This is his personal car, but he has decided to put it up for sale. And I would be lying to you guys if every inch in my bone was not urging myself to buy this car. Because as much as I love my E36 M3, it's not really like a car that you could drive all the time. It's not that comfortable to drive all the time, being that it's so set up for track. It's very rough, it's very rigid. The bucket seats are hard to get into. This would be the perfect one to buy if you just wanted to drive the car. Like daily, preserve it, take it out on the weekends, whatever that might be. This is the example. So if you don't buy this car, I probably will. The price is right on it for these cars. You know, I think he's going to list it for right around $25,000, which makes sense because it's in such good condition. I really don't blame him. That clutch grabs almost immediately. It's really nice. Clutch engages right away. It's very different than my clutch. My clutch is, well, we know how the transmission and clutch is on my car. We won't talk about that. But this one, man, it's in fantastic condition, inside and out. It's got roughly 200,000 miles on it, somewhere right around there. I'm going to leave a link down in the description to Alta Auto Group's website. You guys go ahead and check out their inventory. Check out this car. If you are interested in it, shoot them a DM on Instagram or send them an email, give them a call, whatever you want to do. You know, I'm not really in the market right now for another E36 M3, but as soon as I saw this one, the gears started turning in my head. I'm like, well, we could, you know, just put it out. We could just put it in the second garage, and we could take the E36, put it in the shop. Like, already justifying why I need another one. And if you are a car guy, I know that you can sympathize with that problem. So all over the car, you're gonna see a lot of like motorsport, BMW motorsport emblems, and it's just so tastefully done. Mostly everything in here is factory, it's stock. Some of the things were just rehabbed, but for the most part, it's all OEM. If I were to buy this car, I would probably like PPF the front end just to preserve it, because look, man, if you just kept this thing nice for like 5-10 years, it would be worth some cash down the road. Man, she gets up quick, dude. It's so different than mine. Mine is kind of a slug. Yeah, she drives great. Sounds good, man, that S52. It's a great sounding engine. Put an exhaust on it, sounds really good. burbles, man. The burbles in the E36. Yeah, she drives really good. Alignment's on point, handles nicely. Tires feel okay. I would say it probably needs to be raised in the back just a little bit, or added a little bit more camber just to avoid some of that rubbing. I had the same issue with mine, and until I lifted it a little bit, it was just constant. Man, she feels good though. She's got some get up to her. It's a lot different than mine. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I think these cars pull off red really, really well. Tell me what you think. Are you a fan of the Hellrot red in these cars? Or what's your color of choice when it comes to the E36? But the exterior on this car is immaculate. Like, it's in perfect condition. But aside from the exterior and the interior, everything seems to work fine. No check engine light like mine. It's, yeah, everything just works like it should, you know? That's why I think that this would just be like the perfect daily driver. Man, I love the S52 tone. I just think it's such a good organic sound that the S52 produces, especially with a little exhaust note to it and the headers. It just sounds great. This honestly is probably the tone that I'll end up with in mine. AC blows cold, feels good. Someone is going to end up with the perfect example of an E36 M3. And if someone doesn't buy this car, I might have to. All right. Interior, show you what's going on up here. That's what I meant by the little motorsport badges. You're gonna kind of find these riddled all over the car. And I think it looks really cool, man. I love these badges. I love when people put those on. I'd love to find some for mine. Obviously, the steering wheel's upside down. I got the wheel turned. Pretty sick. This is the M Sport 2 wheel, same one I have. It's got the red stripe at 12 o'clock, M badge, center motorsport cap, looks really good. Gauge is looking clean. This is a Pioneer deck. It's actually super clean for this setup. Doesn't look too aftermarket-y, but he does have a little sub action in the back, so that is why he's running that. Seats are in good condition. Got the M stripes on them. Back seat, kind of tough to see, but everything looks really good, man. It's got your usual E36 problems. A little bit of sag in the glove compartment, but it does stay shut. So this one is a 95. That would make it an OBD1 version. S52. Oh, dude, I love the paint on this thing. It's got 35% tint all the way around and on the windshield. I'm not crazy about tint on these cars. In my opinion, they need to be fishbowl, but to each their own. It's not like it looks bad. It is nice to have in this North Carolina heat, and it will preserve your interior if you have a nicer interior. But yeah, man, just look at this thing. It's freaking gorgeous. And the guy before Caesar took really good care of it, and it's pretty obvious this car was well maintained. LTW wing on the back. It's got to be the best one you can get for the car, in my opinion. I'm not sure what the exhaust is. It might be custom, but it sounds really good. It's got the motorsport badge. When this paint is clean, man, it looks amazing. So obviously this has all the clears on it. You see the clear in the red in the back, see the clear side corners, and then you see the clear turn signals. He's got the Euro glass headlights on it, same thing I did. Gloss black grille, it looks like pretty much brand new. All of the moldings, so that's something if you guys are looking to buy an E36, pay attention to the moldings, because these are pretty expensive, these trim pieces along the side, and his are in really good condition. I think he actually replaced them at one point. Unless your car just like sits in a garage, it's really hard to preserve those. I had to change all mine out, and they're a little bit pricey, so also paying attention to the trim, because these trim pieces are expensive. They're all in really good condition. They don't have any wearing on them. They're all black. All the molding is perfect. Trust me, I had to replace all that stuff. You do not want to replace that stuff. It is a major pain in the ass. But yeah, here she is, you guys. She looks really good. It does have the slits in the front grille, but I swapped mine out for the mesh grille. I just think it looks a lot better. He does have the additional cooling brake duct pieces in there that I need to put in mine. Clear fog lights. Yeah, same lip that I'm running, ABS plastic. And the wheels are super sexy, dude. I love these wheels on this car. They look really good. And if I were to run an OEM set, it would be those for sure. So there you guys go. Hellrot 95 E36 M3. I'm gonna leave all the information down below if you're interested in buying it. So one of you better buy this, because if you don't, your boy's gonna have to fork up 20-some K to buy it. I really don't need another E36, but I want another E36. I think for me personally, I would take this car and just drive it. I would just drive it almost like a daily, but I would do some things to protect it. Like I would definitely PPF the whole front end and literally just get in and drive the car and enjoy it, because I love my E36 so much. I just don't feel like I get to enjoy it enough, because mine is just so set up for track. It's a process to drive it every time. And that can be a bit deterring when you just want to drive the car. You just want to get in and go. You don't have to like hop over into the Sparkos, put on the harnesses. It's just a big production to drive that car. And then of course there's a lot of like rattling going on because of the rear seat delete and the cage and all that stuff. I also have track brakes on that car, so like it squeaks everywhere. This would be nice, because it's just like a perfect E36 M3 daily driver. And you guys know how hot these cars are getting right now. The Hellrot is pretty rare, like you don't see a lot of them, and it looks so freaking good. Anyways guys, that is gonna effectively wrap this one up. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I appreciate you guys. Make sure you hit up the new Facebook group, Thick Whips. Join, we got like 1,600 people already in there. It's sick. Everyone's sharing their builds. All good stuff, good people, good vibes. Make sure you check out the link in the description to Alta Auto Group if you're interested in buying this car. But I love you. See you in the next one. Peace out.